no, es así.
Thank you. Serena. Serena, Watson?
Este.
Thank you.
¿Eh? A ver. Sí, 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 te escucho.
All right, good evening. Welcome to our regular meeting, Wednesday, June 24th at 6 p.m. Meeting call to order. 6:02. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor Yon,
Present.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Present.
Councilor Gonzalez, Councilor Perez, President, Councilor Gutierrez,
Present.
we have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, leading this in invocation, you can stand, sit, bow your head, please, as the council member, Maria Perez.
Thank you, Mayor. Let us take a moment of silence to center ourselves. We are grateful for the opportunity to gather here today. Let us bring our best focus, open our minds, and mutual respect to the table. May our discussions be productive and our decisions serve us well. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Now, can everybody please stand for the pledge of allegiance? Leading us, our council member, Gutierrez.
Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilmember Perez and Gutierrez. Now, do I have a motion to approve agenda as formed?
Motion?
Motion by Councilmember Perez, second by Vice Mayor Cano. Madam Clerk, we have a roll call, please.
Yes, Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez, Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez,
Aye.
motion passes.
Okay, and before we start with our meeting, can we please have Mr. Garza give an introduction?
Good afternoon, Mayor, Honorable the Speaker on Council. The reason why I think is affected up. Is it? Is it up? Push the button.
Is there a green
Which
light?
one do you
Push. They're not? Wow. I think it's so good, it's like, fellow employees, citizens, if you need us to Spanish, I'm here, find me. Se necesita la traducción de inglés a español, encuentren los oídos, thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Garza. Now moving on to our featured pet of the month or the week. It's available for adoption from the Department of Animal Shelter. Presenting our future dog of the week is our chief of police, Agent Momo. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and members of the community. The McFarland Animal Shelter is proud to introduce our pet of the week, McGavin. McGavin is a 2-year and 4-month-old male cattle dog who is currently looking for a lovable, forever home. He is playful, curious, and affectionate, with a personality that is sure to bring joy and companionship to any family fortunate enough to welcome him into their lives. As our flyer perfectly states, you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it. McGavin is a wonderful example of the many loving animals waiting for a second chance and a place to call home. To help McGavin find his forever family, the McFarland Animal Shelter is offering a special adoption promotion. If McGavin is adopted today, all adoption fees will be completely waived. As a bonus, if you adopt McGavin today, and if you're a Happy Gilmore movie fan like I am, you can change the name to Shooter McGavin. By adopting a shelter pet, you're not only gaining a loyal companion, but you're also helping provide space and resources for other animals in need throughout our community. And remember to adopt and don't shop. Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on, do we have any patrons? Anybody? Dan? Poe? so much, Steve. We have no presentations, introductions. Moving on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of items that in staff opinion are routine and non-controversial. These items are approved in one motion unless a council member or member of the public requests to remove a particular item. Is there anybody from the public that would like to remove a particular item from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I'm gonna bring it back to the council. Is there any council member that would like to discuss or remove a particular item from the consent agenda? Seeing none, do I have a motion to approve? Motion by Councilmember Gutierrez, second by Vice Mayor Cano. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes. Mayor Yon,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez, Councilor Perez. Aye. Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now moving on to, we have no public hearings. Moving on to item number 7, administrative agenda. Rural resolution number 2026-65, resolution of City Council of the City of McFarland, California adopting a policy addressing construction of telephonic service during city council meetings.
Okay. Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. Today, I'd like to provide you a brief overview of the key changes to City Council meeting procedures resulting from amendments to the Brown Act under Senate Bill 707, which I may refer to as SB 707 throughout this presentation. The City of McFarland is required to comply with these changes because we are located within a county with a population exceeding 600,000 residents. These amendments are intended to increase public participation in local government meetings and improve accessibility for members of the public, including those who may not traditionally participate in the public process. I will walk with the council through the key changes brought forward by SB 707, which we will begin with the new requirements for remote attendance and public participation, followed by updates to public comment procedures. I will then cover meeting decorum and the process for addressing disruptions during meetings. Next, I will discuss the requirements related to technology service interruptions. Lastly, I'll provide a brief overview of the agenda translation requirements and explain how the City of McFarland meets the criteria regarding City Council agendas to be transferred into Spanish. Okay. So one of the most significant procedural changes involves the organization of the City Council agenda. Persistent to SB 707, both in-person and remote participants must be provided an opportunity to comment on agenda items before the City Council takes action. To promote meeting efficiency and streamline participation, it's recommended that the public comment on both agenda and non-agenda items occur prior to consideration of the consent and administrative agenda items. As reflected in the revised agenda format, the public comment and agenda item section has been moved earlier in the meeting agenda to ensure compliance with the state law and to provide the public with the opportunity to address the council before action is taken. Another significant change under SB 707 is a requirement to provide opportunity for public participation both in person and remotely. Historically, public comment was accepted only from individuals attending meetings in person. Moving forward, members of the public will have the opportunity to participate either in person or through the city's remote participation platform, basically via Zoom. To facilitate orderly and efficient meetings, procedures have been established to clearly distinguish between public comment on items now listed on the agenda and public comments listed on the items listed on the agenda. These procedures are intended to ensure compliance with the Brown Act while maintaining an organized meeting process. I would also like to emphasize that whenever members of the public are permitted to provide comments on the agenda item, individuals participating remotely must be provided the same opportunity to comment on the item before council action is taken. For example, if a consent calendar item or administrative calendar item is open for discussion and public comment is received from individuals attending in person, remote participants likewise must be given the same opportunity to provide comments on that same item. SB 707 also requires agencies to adopt procedures addressing disruption during remote participation. The mayor or other presiding officer retains the authority to maintain order and decorum during city council meetings and may address disruptive conduct that interferes with the orderly conduct of the meeting. To assist with consistent enforcement, the city clerk has developed a standard script that may be utilized when addressing disruptive behavior. In addition, remote participants will not be permitted to share their screens during city council meetings and will remain muted except when recognized to provide public comment. The city clerk will manage participant access and speaking privileges to ensure that all members of the public have an opportunity to participate while maintaining an orderly and efficient meeting environment. In the event of a disruption to our remote participation platform, the city clerk will immediately notify the public, and the mayor may call for a recess while staff works to restore service. In other words, if the internet goes out and the online commenters are not able to provide comment. Staff will have up to 1 hour to make good faith efforts to restore the connection. However, if the connection is restored sooner, the meeting may reconvene immediately. If service cannot be restored within 1 hour time frame, the city council may either adjourn the meeting or continue the meeting after making the findings required under SB 707. SB 707 requires cities to provide translated city council meeting agendas when a language is spoken by more than 20% of the population. In McFarland, Spanish is the most spoken language, exceeding 20% of the population. Therefore, the city must comply with this new requirement. This concludes my presentation regarding the changes regarding under SB Senate Bill 707. I'd be happy to answer any questions that the city council may have.
Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna open it up to the public. Anybody have questions, concerns regarding, SB 707? Seeing none, I'm gonna bring it to our council. Any, council member, we'll start with you, Mr. Gutierrez. Do you have any questions, concerns regarding this bill?
No question, but just we start this the next meeting or?
Yes, it will be starting by July 1st, our next meeting.
It's my only question.
Councilmember Perez?
How do the participants online, how do they sign up to give public comment?
So we're gonna have it through Zoom and it'll be scheduled. So I will be putting it on our agenda beforehand. I'm not allowed to ask questions like have them fill a form and then they send it to me. That's really not, that's kind of like, I would say against like the law, like they don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is have it as like an open meeting that anyone could join. But the good part is that everyone will be immediately muted and no cameras are able to be shown. So we've got Zoom webinar, which is a little bit more restricted. So we can make sure that everything is, runs smoothly.
Vice Mayor?
No question.
So, this bill is obviously coming from the state, right?
Yes.
So, I don't understand how it needs to be implemented by July 1st. Prop 36 was passed by all the voters a year ago and it still hasn't been implemented. Does that make any sense? I know you don't know, Eric, but listen. No, thank you. I have no further questions, but
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, that makes sense.
that makes sense, right?
Okay.
No, thank you. And then here, when you made the recommendation as public comment, we are a local agency, right?
Yes.
So it's recommended, it's not the law, like we're
No.
public comments.
It is the law.
It's the law.
Yeah, because we fall within that, the county, which is over 600,000 residents, we fall within that category, so we have to comply.
So we should apply the law while the state doesn't apply the law. Just ask.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Vice Mayor Gama, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, Marion,
No.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez, Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Now moving on to public comment. Members of the public wishing to address the council about any item not on the agenda may do so at this time. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes for each person. 15 minutes total will be allowed for any one subject. Please state your name and address for the record prior to making presentation. Madam Clerk, do we have anybody for public comment?
Yes, we do. We have, Roberto Flores.
¿Me?
Sí.
Sí. Ah, ya.
Tú habla y yo te puedo.
¿Tú me vas a interpretar? Ah, yo soy Robertino Solís Flores y la razón que vengo es...
The reason I'm here?
¿Eh?
¿Tú se llamas?
Sí, la razón que vengo
The reason
es
I'm here is
porque en este mes
because this month
me subieron de un solo fregadazo como a $45 cuando pago 170, 175 y es mucho lo que subieron
¿En qué? Pero de qué te subieron 45?
por del agua.
Oh, my water bill went up by $45 and normally I pay $160 and that's a lot.
Y entonces yo hablé
So I called
con un supervisor,
to a supervisor
fue a la casa,
who went to my house.
yo le expliqué un día la manguera
And I explained to him that one time my
se,
water hose
se desconectó un poquito así
disconnected a little
del mes
bit
pasado.
from last month.
Ajá. Y entonces yo era domingo y les hablé y no pudieron ir.
And I called on a Sunday, but they couldn't come out and repair it.
Entonces el señor un señor que me conoce y que me renta
Who
la
knows?
casa,
And
él
rents my
me
home.
ayudó
He helped.
porque la mira estaba tapada de tierra muy gruesa. Tuve que escarbar con un pico para
Because
poder sacar la tierra.
the meter was filled up with dirt and other debris, and so I had to do with a pickaxe and uncover it and get
Sí,
to it.
sí, porque era para arreglar, conectar la pipa de nuevo del agua, se tenía que cerrar bien el agua, pero como era domingo no pudieron ir y entonces yo inmediatamente no hubo problema de que tuviera mucha agua, que tiró mucho tiempo, no, eso tardó como 1.5 horas.
And the issue is that it needed to be turned off the water and then repaired, but because it was a Sunday, nobody was able to go and repair for me.
Y yo hablé con el supervisor,
So I spoke to the supervisor.
en la oficina fui varias veces.
I came many times to the office.
Y a la cuenta, bueno, me dijo que él iba a hablar o en la oficina a ver qué se podía arreglar.
He had to call into the office to try to get a repair.
Y no hizo nada por mí, ni tampoco que me iba a llamar o que ya no hizo nada. Entonces yo informé en la oficina y me dijeron que el 24 de iba a estar en la junta para avisar de mi problema, porque es mucho, yo no estoy de acuerdo. Y el mismo supervisor me dijo que hubo 2 meses que no habían leído las miras porque tenían perdido los planes, o qué sabe qué era.
So he couldn't do anything for me, and he never returned my calls, and he told me that there was even a problem that 2 months running that they couldn't read the meter because I didn't hear what he said. And he said that he did tell me that today, the 24th, there was a meeting available for me to come so that he could address my problem.
Y ahorita no ha pagado el bill porque dije que lo iba a pagar cuando ya viniera aquí a la junta y hablara porque ahí en la oficina no hacen nada por uno.
And I haven't paid the bill until I told them that I would come here and address to see if they could address my problem because they don't do anything for one at the office or for me.
Y la otra razón
And the other reason,
que yo creo que, yo no sé de eso, pero que si se descontroló la numeración fue porque cerramos el agua para arreglar la manguera y luego después se volvió a conectar, entonces ahí ya tuvo el descontrol, yo creo, de la ESA.
that the numbers are out of control is because I had to, somebody turned off the water meter and so the numbers may not be synchronized with what shows.
Y yo le dije a ellos, al enseñar al supervisor en la manguera la que se había despegado y le enseñó y se fue a la casa y checó la mira.
So I showed the supervisor and I showed him the problem and how it become disconnected and he saw the meter.
¿Con quién habló en la oficina, perdón?
Who did you speak to at the office?
¿Cómo?
Okay, ¿por qué no hablaste en la oficina?
Hablé con las muchachas que cobran los biles,
I talked to the ladies who charge,
hablé con 2,
to 2 of them.
Y ellas fueron
no
las
sé
que-
cómo se llaman ellas,
I don't know their names.
y hablé también Sí, hablé con un supervisor.
He did
No
speak
sé
to a
cómo se llama.
supervisor, but I never got his name.
Okay, gracias. Okay, Mr.
What supervisor did he speak with?
Porque el
That was,
supervisor.
no, that was repairing.
Oh,
Que
yo
estaba arreglando.
yo le dije que cuando ellos no podían arreglar nada conmigo,
But they couldn't fix anything with me.
entonces yo le dije que yo quería
I
hablar
told
con
them
un
that I wanted to
supervisor.
speak to a
Y el
supervisor.
supervisor sí,
And the supervisor,
como en 2 días, que fui de nuevo, entonces ya vino conmigo acá a la
2
casa,
days when I did a follow-up visit, then he came with me to the house. Who was it?
al 380 y medio San Pedro.
To 380 and a half San Pedro.
Pero yo no sé cómo se llama
I
el
don't know
señor.
his name. I don't
No,
know the name.
Okay, Mr.
Pero en lo que yo vi no hizo nada por mi problema, y entonces el problema también es que se me hizo mucho lo que subieron de un trancazo.
From what I could see, he did nothing for my problem, and to me, it's exaggerated how much my bill went up.
Mr. Garza's time's expired. We'll tell him we're gonna look into it. We'll have public works and our building department.
Okay.
We should have an answer by the end of next week.
Tenemos una respuesta para fin de la semana entrante.
Thank you.
Okay, y también yo le quería
And I
preguntar
also wanted to ask,
Yeah.
¿qué,
¿qué hace de acabó el
¿por
tiempo?
qué echaron
Dice que ya se te acabó el tiempo. que-
okay, mucha tierra a la mina? Okay,
Thank you.
¿Ya está?
okay, está bien, gracias. Bueno, thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public comment?
Okay, gracias. Ya, no, bueno, me iba a entrar, pues ya no hay ninguna pregunta para mí. No, ok, entonces gracias. Gracias, Nayo.
No
All right.
further questions, sir.
Thank you.
Please.
Okay.
That closes our public comment section. Council comments, anybody have any comments?
No, no,
Okay.
bueno,
Now, moving
así
on
está
to
bien,
reports,
así está bien. No,
From city council,
cuando
committees,
ya
and special
terminó,
district meetings.
dijo él que para la semana que entra.
Current council of governments,
Okay.
have a meeting this Friday. Current NBC, nothing to add. We'll move on to Delano Mosquito Abatement District. Vice Mayor.
The Delano Mosquito Abatement has been working on the increase in mosquitoes that we've seen this year with the wet winter and now the heat. Just recommend it again, if you do see mosquitoes in your area, one of the things you can do is look around your home, make sure you don't have any standing water, and you can always contact the Delano Mosquito Abatement and have them come out and do an inspection. Usually it's within a mile of your home. If you do have a pool that's abandoned, you can call the Delano Mosquito and have them come out and drop some droplets to help with that issue also.
Vice Mayor, do you have a number for Delano Mosquito Abatement?
I do, give me both.
No problem. Or website?
To contact Delano Mosquito, it's 661-725-3114, or you can go to Delano Mosquito Abatement District online and fill out the form, and they'll go ahead and reach out to you. You can also reach out to the city, they can reach out to us also. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Moving on to San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District, I have nothing to report. Now we're gonna move on to council statements and reports. On their own initiative, council members may make a brief announcement or a brief report on their own activities. In addition, council members may ask questions of staff or the public for clarification on any matter, provide a reference to staff or other resources for information. Alternatively, request staff to report to the city council at a later meeting concerning any matter. Furthermore, the city council or members thereof may take action to direct staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. We'll start with Mr. Gutierrez. You have any comments?
The only comments I have is I just continue to see the progress of the city. I believe I saw, I guess, a little bit of work over there on Garzoli. Thank you for all the hard work that the city staff is doing. It's getting hot. I just want kids to take advantage of the free meals that they have at our schools and just enjoy your summer. World Cup is going on right now. Hopefully USA takes it all the way. That's my choice, but I still support Mexico. But hopefully we have a good time next week on the 2nd at our Freedom 250 Festival.
Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez. I think you're gonna end it with just USA winning, but that's okay. Councilmember Perez.
I also want to thank everyone for your participation and presence at this meeting. Again, as Mr. Gutierrez said, stay hydrated and away from the heat. I know it's been hot these couple of days, but I think we have a couple of cool days coming along. And yes, I'm looking forward to July 2nd. And of course, everybody have a happy and safe 4th of July.
Vice Mayor Connell.
Also want to thank everyone for the participation today. Like always, it's always important if you have any questions, concerns, you're always invited to attend our council meetings, or starting next meeting, you'll have the availability to do it over Zoom. It is getting hot. Unfortunately, we don't have a pool. Hopefully we will by next year. The city is working with the Parks and Recs to work that. We are two different entities, just FYI. Also want to remind everyone to stay safe during this next week, the 4th of July fireworks. I know we're starting to see those famous fireworks going up in the air that are dangerous, that can cause fires. So, and there is a ticket. I'm not sure what the ticket is this year. If you are caught with it, I believe it's somewhere in the thousands. Somebody can confirm, somewhere in the thousands. $1,000. So be careful. I mean, unless you want to pay that $1,000. But I do recommend you to stay safe and sane. It's important that everybody. I know summer's on. I've seen a lot of kids running around in our parks. It's nice to see everybody out there. Stay, hydrated. And again, hope to see everyone at our 4th of July event on the 2nd of July. Our city festival, our city 4th of July event, which is a free event. It is a picnic style event. You are welcome to bring your own drinks, your own, I should say beverages, and probably some sandwiches, something cold. It's going to be warm. But the city will be, of course, bringing out the 4th of July festival on the 2nd of July. It's going to be the evening at Blanco Park. So hope to see you all then.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Yes, I want to echo our council's comments regarding the World Cup. Vice Mayor, with obviously not having a community pool for our residents or our youth, haven't been having a pool in a long time. So hopefully by next year, I know we're moving on that. It's a huge need for this community. It's upsetting that we have to go to other communities, and it was really mismanaged, but we'll leave that for another meeting. Yes, next week we have our annual 4th of July, July 2nd. It's going to be at, this year's location is going to be at Blanco Park, across town. It's a good celebration. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's getting very warm, but I want to end with everybody for coming to our meeting, attending or viewing on live stream. And I want to thank our city staff, our landscapers for cutting the grass, landscaping, our public works. I know it's hot out there. Our police department, our public safety for continuing keeping it safe. City staff, Diego, everybody continue the good work. We're mid-year through the year. Budgets going up, but we're doing our path forward is very good. But with that, I want to end our regular city council meeting. Have a great 4th of July. Celebrate obviously our 250th anniversary for the greatest country in the world. We're not perfect, but we're very close to it. And that ends our regular meeting. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Vice Mayor Cano, second by Councilmember Perez. Madam Clerk, have a roll call, please.
Yes. Mayor Ayala,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Cano,
Aye.
Councilor Gonzalez, Councilor Perez,
Aye.
Councilor Gutierrez.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. That ends our regular meeting at 6:30. Thank you. Have a great evening.